Hey guys, it's Kat, and let's chat. So today I wanted to touch different subjects that I think it happens to a lot of people. When it comes to relationships, now this is a very touchy and tricky subject, I get it. But it's a lot harder when you have a debilitating disease to go against it. Of course I'm talking about my disease, Hidradenitis Suppurativa, HS. It can be really hard when you meet somebody, especially somebody that, you vibe with, somebody that you really have kicked things off with. I mean, you guys are really hitting it off. And it can be very overwhelming when it's like almost like you're hiding this big secret, this scary secret, and you're like afraid to tell them. How will they react? Will they still love you? Will they still like you? Would they still want to date you? I mean, so many questions run through your mind. Sometimes you even feel like, am I good enough? The answer is yes. The right person will love you for who you are. The right person will make expressing yourself and telling that person much more easier. I can tell you that I've heard countless stories, horror stories, of men who have disowned women, vice versa, women who have disowned men. There's been men who have sat here and said, oh, you have herpes, or oh, you have STDs, to my friends, to people who have gone through this, and I can't, that's just so heartless. Like, I can't understand where that comes from, but you know where it comes from? Everything stems from there not being enough awareness on this disease. There's just not enough research. People, it's like, unfortunately, you hear the word cancer, and you know how debilitating that is. You really feel like a heartfelt sorrow for whoever is going through that disease and going through the process of trying to heal themselves and make themselves better. You hear the word, even the ALS challenge. It was popular like, 2-3 years ago, the ice bucket challenge. But let me tell you, it gained a lot of awareness because people were starting to Google what ALS is and what happens. And now, I think what's becoming very popular now is Alzheimer's and dementia. My grandma went through this. My godmother went through this. I have a current family member that's going through this. It's hard, but the point I'm trying to make is we hear those names and we can understand the sorrow, the pain, the discomfort, we feel sad for the families. And that's how it should be when you hear about HS, but that's not how it is. So, back to relationships, when it's time, when you feel like it's an appropriate time to tell your significant other about what you're currently going through, I know that it's super scary, but if they don't understand, or if they react, give them some time to process it. Nobody will ever understand fully unless you have it. But the right person will want to understand. The right person will want to help you, will research ways to help you, will really get involved, will not be ashamed of it at all. But sometimes people just need some time to take it all in. I'm not saying it's okay for somebody to bully you. It is not okay for somebody to bully you, or somebody to make you feel like you're not worthy of love, or somebody to make you feel like, that you don't deserve it. You deserve it. We all deserve it. I think one of the greatest feelings in life is love. Not what everybody thinks, partying and drugs and who knows what else, sex. No, the greatest feeling in life is love. It's unconditional love, apart from being a parent. So for anybody who's going through this, my main message to you is don't be scared. Believe in who you are. Understand that it is okay if you are scared, but you need to take a leap of faith and you need to jump. and you need to get it over with. Because you'll never know unless you really try. I can tell you that when I told my current fiance, him and I were just friends. And I told him about my disease because we were good friends, and he was sincerely worried about me because sometimes I would limp. I would lie and say that I sprained my ankle or I sprained my arm, and I mean, it was just lie after lie after lie, because how do you explain to a million people, this is my disease, this is what I have, this is what happens, go ahead and Google it, there's not that much information. So I would just come up with little white lies. But I felt like I had to be honest with my friend because we were good friends. And I remember, I think I told him through a message or a letter, or I don't remember too much. I feel like it could have been a text message or even an email, work email. I just know that it was something I wrote. And his response, I still have it saved on my phone. It was so sincere. He told me he felt so incredibly sad for me, so bad for me. And he reminded me that I'm still beautiful. And that, coming from a friend, was just so much needed. I mean, I felt so low expressing this to somebody, especially somebody I work with. You know, I just felt like, who would understand? And thankfully, him and his family, they come from a medical background because his uncle's a pediatrician. So they grew up around, you know, medical issues. And he was really sincere about, you know, his response, and he was very nice about it. And finally, I felt like, wow, I have a friend who understands, who I can go talk to, you know, who can give me advice on relationships and who can help me, etc., etc. And I just thought that was just so amazing to have that person, which is why I encourage you, if you're feeling like you don't want to tell somebody or you don't want to tell a family member, then tell me. That is why I'm here. That is why I'm trying to do these videos every night. I honestly just want to help you. I honestly just want you to know that you have somebody to talk to who wants to listen, who like genuinely cares, you know. But you can't keep this inside of yourself. You can't keep going at this alone. You're not alone. So why keep acting like you are alone? You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to realize and tell yourself, I can't do this alone. You know, you just have to tell somebody, anybody. I mean, somebody who really cares about you. You deserve to be loved. We all do. You know, and that's basically what I really wanted to come on here and say today. I'm still waiting to get, hopefully, more viewers, more followers, so I can really talk about different subjects on a daily. I have a Facebook page, which I've linked down below in my description box. I have an Instagram as well that I've also linked down below. Just shoot me a DM, shoot me a message, comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. I'm going to continue raising awareness and speaking about my disease, but I also want to chit chat with you guys about other things, about whatever's on your mind. You know, there's so many people in the world, and sometimes there can be like a room full of people, nobody to talk to. I'm here. I want to listen. I'm here to speak. So with that being said, guys, I really do hope that you all are enjoying your night or day, wherever, what part of the world you're at. And I really do hope that you have a great day or night. Alright, guys. Love you. Bye.